Hey, hey, hey. How are you doing? This is Michelle L. Forbes, and you are tuned into my story talk show. So, if you would have been tracking the page, you would have seen that I would have posted coming soon, Mad March. Magnificent anecdotes filled with delight. Delightful messages that will be a blessing to you. And so today is March 1st, and I am the privileged one who will start it off. Okay, so today I dub my anecdote as Whose report will you believe? As I would have dubbed it that, I took a track down memory lane to January 2020 when I journeyed back to my land of birth for the funeral service of my brother. Everything went well, and we were at the reception. And at the closing of the reception, I was able to catch up with one of my sisters, Sandra Thomas. Sandra Thomas was that sister who was our personal tutor, that of myself and my younger brother, when we were kids. And so everything pertaining to our academics, she was the one who was on the job. She began to ask me, Michelle, how has the death of Junior affected you? What is your mind processes? And I was able to answer her freely and said, I'm good. I said, God would have started the work within me of healing and restoration from January 2013. And so I said to her, I'm good. One thing it caused me to do, though, is to walk down memory lane. It caused me to do some reflection onto how my life panned out as a result of what I would have experienced with my brother as a child. And what I saw was my mind was constantly bombarded with just thoughts after thoughts after thoughts after thoughts. So focusing upon schoolwork was a struggle, it was a fight. So there were many times I'd be in class and my body is there, but I'm all around the globe. And so I graduated from high school with one subject, mathematics, and a distinction in mathematics. So as I sat there in the car, I began to think to myself, but wow, a distinction speaks to the fact that you're not dunce like you thought you were. You're not hard headed like you thought you were. You don't take so long to get things like you thought you were. And right then she interjected my words to say, Michelle, you are a bright child. You have always been a bright child. And I was like, seriously? She said, yes. You have always been a bright child. Right then, the Holy Spirit took me right back to primary school, where I skipped grade 4 because I performed so well. I went straight to grade 5, jumping over grade 4. And those words made an imprint in my life. It unlocked a next level because from January 2013, God would have started that work within me, right? But when she said those words, it unlocked a next level within me. I grabbed a hold of those words, I took them as my own, and I believed. My encouragement to you today is in whatever ways that the enemy would have been coming at you with negative, defeative, degrading, death like thoughts, I encourage you to only believe God's report concerning you. And there are two scriptures that come to mind. One, the one with the young man who came to Jesus like desperate. I brought my son to your disciples and they couldn't heal him. Can you? And with teary eyes, as Jesus embraced him, as Jesus gave him hope, he said, I believe, but help thou my unbelief. And the other one that comes to mind is with Jairus. Jairus, when he got the word that your daughter is dead, don't trouble the master anymore. Jesus turned to him and said, only believe. So I want to encourage you today that the enemy is a notorious liar. Don't believe him. Believe God's report. Whose report will you believe? I encourage you to open up your mouth and say, I believe the report of the Lord. Be blessed. Know that I love you. And thank you for visiting us right here on My Story Talk Show. Here is the place that we believe that your story can be that key that unlock someone else's prison. God bless you. Have a great one.